Hi, welcome back. This is Flow State 1111 with M, and I'm Emily. If you are new here, thanks for joining me today. And if you are a subscriber, also thank you for joining me today. There's a lot of energy going on as I'm recording this video for myself personally, lots of different shifts and changes, and I've started to do hands-on healing work again, which I dearly love. I haven't done in a long time. I was really called to do that, so I'm vibing high right now, and I just kept hearing, turn the camera on, turn the camera on. So I'm not quite sure where we're going to go today. As always, take the messages as they resonate. If they don't, just move on right along or save them for later. They might resonate later. This is really just a conversation. I'm the channel to my spirit team, to you. Whatever is needed at this time is what's going to come out. So, let's see what rolls. That's kind of how I like to do it. And it's a Friday, so let's see what happens. And again, sorry if you hear me burp or do yawning or anything like that. It's literally just the energy leaving my body while it's working through the channel, okay? As I'm about to burp, sorry. They're almost doing that. They're cheeky, so they're probably like, and cue burp. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to ask everyone that is listening to this right now is to drop deeply into your root chakra, grounding into Mother Gaia, allowing that energy to run up through all of your chakras to your crown chakra, up to source energy. And let's all just ground and connect to source. And feel free to put me on double time. Sometimes I don't like to rush spirit. The messages come when they come. So I'll see you on the other side. Thanks, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are always glad to sit with Emily and anyone that is interested, willing, and open to the messages that we channel through her. There is a lot shifting, as Emily mentioned, with her system especially, and you may also be experiencing this yourself. You may even experience it as you are listening to this message. That's quite all right. We just want you to breathe through it. Understand you are not alone, and we are always here listening. What we have been sharing with Emily the most lately, and we are going to continue this thread, is how to view your soul and your mind and how they can or cannot work together. And in order to have a balanced, harmonious existence, you must have a balanced and harmonious relationship with your mind and your spirit. And in order to even hear your own higher guidance from your own spirit team, from God Source Energy itself, you must open a channel to which it can allow the energy and information to come in so that you can hear it. And when that happens, a lot of times, your mind will try to override the message. I'm sure you have had this experience yourself when it comes to intuition and things like that, where a part of you said, don't mention X, Y, and Z to this person, and then this person reveals to you the thing that you were going to mention that would have hurt your feelings had you had shared something intimate that they might have made fun of. We're going to use the example. Emily is asking us to be careful because this is an example that a friend shared with her yesterday. This friend has gotten diagnosed with bipolar disorder, and Emily is working with her on not getting attached to that label. And so, of course, what happened? She goes to get her hair done, this friend, and there's a part of Emily's friend that wanted to share, as one might do in a salon chair, and that part of her friend said, nope, I'm going to hold that to myself. And sure enough, the hairdresser started to have an opinion about bipolar disorder. which would have then hurt Emily's friend's feelings. So what Emily did when her friend shared this with her was she expressed that not about the conversation, but about her friend's awareness to hold that back for her own protection. That was her intuition. Now, had she not listened to that, it would have been a whole different conversation. And it might have put a rift between her and the hairdresser, or the hairdresser might feel bad. Any scenario you can think of could have happened. But instead of focusing, as Emily pointed out to her friend, focusing on bipolar and having an opinion or judgment about it, Emily asked her to shift her focus to the awareness of her intuition. And that is really what our messages at this point in time are going to be about. So if you are someone that struggles with trying to understand what is going on with you mentally as well as what's going on with you spiritually and how the two can work together, then this channel is for you. And this is why we have asked Emily to come and make this channel and do these videos for you, as reluctant as she has been. But she is now giving into it because she is now starting to see with the people around her how this is benefiting others. And so she is also hopeful that this will benefit you, as are we. And we're always glad to speak to you in this way. And so we're going to give you all a visual we have given Emily. When you're driving your car, and there is a driver, and then there's a passenger. Who's driving the car? Is it spirit, and then the mind is the passenger? Or is mind driving, and spirit is the passenger? And this is what's going on constantly throughout your day. Spirit is always, your spirit, your higher knowing, your wisdom is always trying to lead the way, trying to lead you forward in that moment, every single moment of your day, showing you in signs and synchronicities, coincidences, intuition. But the mind, no, the mind wants to come in and control, keep you safe, keep you protected, analyze, worry, fear, comparison, judgment. That's the mind's job. Spirit has none of that. And so yes, we are never going to say you have to get rid of your mind or the mind isn't necessary. That is not true. The mind is absolutely necessary. But what we will say is, be cognizant and aware of who is doing the majority of the driving. And so how do you do that? We want to make this simple for you. It is a complex conversation, and we will continue to speak about it in various ways and degrees so that you can really get it, because it's not an overnight fix. This is an actual practice, mindfulness, being in the now moment, being in flow. Now, a lot of you will think, well, that's great, but I can't always be in flow because I have to go to a job, pick up kids from school, X, Y, and Z, people, responsibilities, all of those things have a structure and a timeline and a cadence to them that your mind is used to. And anything out of that, it starts to give you a little bit of a red flag warning. Well, you can't do that because you have this over here. No, you can't do that. Right? So, as we would like to bring you into what a flow looks like starting from your waking hours to your sleeping hours. And we ask you to try 1, 2, 3 of these things and see how it works for you. And let Emily know if it works for you, or if there's a question. We love questions, and we will answer them as best as we can. But in this video, we want you to start thinking about, especially in your digital age, what it is that you do, the first thing you do in the morning. So your alarm clock goes off, and what do? We can tell you what Emily does. They're going to tattle on me now. Emily grabs her phone. Even though we've told her she should try not to do that. We are making her an example because she does not have any shame about it. She understands that part of her sometimes just wants to scroll because she doesn't want to get out of bed. She's working on this. As I'm sure every one of you watching does something similar to that. We would ask you, as we have asked Emily and she continues to do, is be mindful. It's not about right or wrong, good or bad. It's about awareness. Instead of being unconscious and just moving about your day, be conscious. Now we have, sidebar on this, we have asked Emily to write a blog post on Substack about who's in control. Is the mind in control? Who's in control? So you can check that out. She's got links for that. And we break this down, that the subconscious mind in your human body, your subconscious mind controls 90 to 95% of your thoughts and actions. Only 5% is conscious. We would say that's quite out of balance, right? Wouldn't you like to be more conscious of what you are doing, saying, thinking, and feeling? It has to start there, dearest ones. And yes, we use Emily as an example because she's a human going through the same things you are all going through. And we talk to her about this all the time. And she's getting better and better at it, as you all will as well. So let's start with, what do you do first thing in the morning? We would suggest that maybe you put some meditation music on, some high frequency vibrational music on, subliminals, positivity, meditate. Just takes 5 minutes. You don't need a lot of time. You want to integrate your soul back into your body because as you sleep, your soul goes into the astral plane and it retrieves information. You all commune together on the astral plane. That will be for another video. And so you want that integration. You want to be careful what you are ingesting during that integration phase. Because if you're scrolling something and you're seeing negative news, you're going to start your day on a negative viewpoint. So start it on a positive viewpoint. Just try and see what you can do. The next thing that you can do is, as you are going to your bathroom mirror and you are brushing your teeth, doing all the things that a human being does to get ready in the morning, we would ask you to look yourself in the eye. Eyes, you have eyes. Eyes. And think of some affirmations that resonate with you, for you in your specific situation. But there are some common ones that we share with Emily and that she shares with others. Excuse me. They might sound something like, I am brave. I am courageous. It is okay for me to follow my heart and soul. I happily follow my heart and soul. I happily and eagerly listen to my soul's direction for my life. I trust that my mind and my soul today are going to work in unison to help me stay in a high vibrational state of love and light. And anything that comes my way, whether it be positive or negative, I'm going to look at it with the eyes of the divine. And I'm going to evaluate it. And I'm going to determine which way I need to go, not based on fear or anxiety, but based on flow and frequency. Or it can be as simple as gratitude. I'm so grateful that I have a job that I'm getting ready to go to. I'm so grateful that I have a car to drive. I'm so grateful that there's money in my account, food in my refrigerator, a roof over my head. All of those things that we all take for granted. We are asking you not to take any little thing for granted. Be grateful for it all. It's all building and building and building to you getting to the point where spirit is really driving more and the mind understands its role and it will come in when it's needed and step back when it's not needed. Case in point again, this channeler, Emily, has had to learn to allow the words, the energy that we send her through her psychic channel. She had to train her mouth, her vocal cords, and her mind to release control so that we could speak freely. And that has been a challenge for her, as you can imagine. She started writing first. That's where she started to be able to hear the channel. And then it had to become audible because we were getting faster with our information because she was growing and expanding. And she had to grow and expand with her channel, the channeling that she was doing. And so we needed to use her voice in order to do that. So she didn't start from A and go to Z. She went from A to B. She spent 8 years as an automatic writer. This has just started over the past couple of years. So we say that to encourage you that you don't have to understand how to do this right out of the gate, but you have to start at A to get to B, to get to C, and so on and so forth. If you don't start now, then when? So let's continue. As you continue your morning routine, instead of going into the monkey mind, that routine, that's the subconscious mind, starts to tell you things to start to worry about. Is the boss going to be upset with me? Am I going to be late? Is my spouse or my partner going to be upset with me? XYZ. Did I do something? Did I forget something? Are the kids going to be okay? What's going to happen today? Oh, I heard about this. I heard, and they start to feel like, right? I feel like there are those of you that can relate to this very deeply. First, we'd like to say, that is not your natural state. That is not the state that we would wish for you to stay in. It is a state that can bring you awareness. It can bring you information. But please, please do not stay in that state. Find a way to get out of it. And again, this is what we're here for today, is to give you some remedies. So if you find yourself having that shallow breathing, clutching, we would ask you to do one thing for 5 minutes. Sit somewhere. The edge of your bed, the toilet, if the kids are bothering you or you can't get any time alone, the bathroom is a great place for that. That is the one place most people will leave you alone. Go to the bathroom. Sit. Put the toilet seat down, whatever you need to do, and sit down. And feel into your body. Take a deep breath in. Where is that energy being held? Do you get a headache? Is your jaw tight? Do you feel like your throat is closing up? Is your chest feeling constricted? Are you gripping in your solar plexus? Are you even gripping down at your root chakra? Can you even feel your legs? Awareness. And then put your hands on your heart and just say, what do you need right now? What do you need right now? What do you need right now, dearest? What is the first thing that comes to mind? What is the first word that you hear? What is that? Don't be afraid of it. Don't judge it. Just observe it. And what is happening in your body? Can you give that area some love? Can you hold it? You're safe. You're safe. You're safe. I hear you. I see you. I feel you. You're safe. You must start having a deeper relationship with your body. It is constantly giving you information. It's constantly showing what needs your attention within your system. And again, just awareness. There isn't some magic pill. There isn't some voodoo that you must do. Awareness. And your breath. See if for 4 more of those minutes you can sit quietly and breathe. and find a mantra for yourself. I am safe, I am whole, I am at peace, and I trust. I trust myself, I trust God, source, universe, whatever word that resonates for you. I trust. I trust the love in my heart that I have for myself and for others, and for my family and my friends and my children and my partners and all that fit into those categories. Just feel that love. Let that love be the balm. It's that simple. And throughout your day, see how many times you start to go like this. The mind wants to be in front and the soul has to sit back. They will not fight for control. The mind will, but not the soul. The soul will let it, because that is part of your lesson. Is to see who's in control really. And as you go about your day, see how you react and respond to different things, different conversations, different information that comes to you, and be the observer. Be the anthropologist of your life. And you'll start to notice things that are happening, and you'll start to go, oh, that keeps happening. That conversation is repetitive, or that feeling I get every time this is brought up, that's something. Or every time this happens, I feel like I want to do this. Awareness. And this is where old school journaling really is helpful. Putting those thoughts down on paper so you can see them, so then they become conscious. And so this was really just today to be a gentle message of awareness. And we want to reiterate to you this. Please, please, please be careful of shaming yourself for the thoughts, the actions, the situations, the pattern behaviors, all of the things that you may put a judgment around. Please, please stop judging yourself so harshly. There's enough of that in your world. Stop judging each other so harshly. Enough already, everyone, please. You are all divine beings of God, God source energy, the universe, Great Spirit, the frequency of divine love. That is where you all came from, and that is how you are all connected. When you are in soul form, you are back with the divine. So please, love yourself like the divine loves you. Love everyone else as the divine loves everyone else. And see if your world shifts to a more peaceful and joyous level, because you're starting to see the world in a different way. You're starting to see your little world in a different way. And then all of those that are connected to your world in a different way. And then that spreads out. Notice if people in the grocery store start talking to you. That's because you're brightening your inner light. It becomes magnetic to those that are suffering. This happens to Emily quite frequently. And it's sometimes annoying for her. And we are always there to remind her, dearest, you are of the light. You must share the light. Once you're aware of the light and you feel the inner light, it's your job then to allow it and give it. Because sometimes just being seen by you heals. And yes, you have that ability. You all have that ability. So find it within yourself to be kind to yourself first. Respect and honor and have grace for yourself first. Have the awareness. Allow yourself the gift of awareness. And we will come back to this topic more because we want to build on it with you. We want you to see that once you start this practice of honoring your energy, where you are, and starting to kind of take out those little parts that you didn't even know were there, and they're not necessary anymore. Judgment, shame, regret, fear, worry. You are always divinely directed and divinely protected. Please know that. Even when the world wants to show you differently, everything is meant for you. It's just a matter of your perspective of it. Can you see it with the eyes of the light, or are you only going to view it with the eyes of the darkness of your planet? That is a choice. Perspective is a choice. You get to choose what your perspective is. Decide for yourself, are you going to view yourself, your life, and those around you in a negative light, in a fearful light, in a worrisome light? Are you going to be the light and see the light in others, see the light in every situation, and amplify it? Your awareness of the light in yourself and in others just amplifies the light. The world will start to be more colorful. Birds, dragonflies, we're going to bring this in. Emily today has had nothing but a dozen dragonflies coming to her because of where her magnetic energy is today. Today, we're just going to speak to today. She had a dragonfly circle back to her 6 times. That was our little nod to her. She knows what that dragonfly means for her. Birds, squirrels, even the leaves on the trees, the sun, how the clouds form. Take the time to see the beauty in everything. It's always speaking to you. You are a divine creature of the light. You are here to have a human experience. That is it. Please, in this day and age on your planet, we are here now, speaking to many like Emily, through her to you, to remind you that this goes away once you're gone from this planet, once you pass on. But your heart and your soul goes on. And if you know that to be true, then stop being so attached. Stop being so attached. Emily's just reminding us to share something as well. So when she has a thought that she does not want, she taps it out. She literally goes, stop talking to me. That's what she says to herself. Stop having that thought. We want you to know there are neuro pathways that you are habitually creating a very, very deep groove around certain thoughts that you don't even know. Again, are you thinking your thoughts, or are your thoughts thinking you? So, once you feel yourself having a negative thought or a thought that does not feel good, tap it out. There are techniques of tapping that you can do if that resonates with you. Those are great skills and techniques. They trigger your nervous system to pay attention and go zip, 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 zip. Use whatever you need to use. Reach out to Emily if you need some other things that has helped her. But right now, we want you to take a moment before we end this session, and we just want you to feel into your body as we're asking Emily to do the same. Feel your connection to the highest form of love that you can hold. And hold that within yourself. Hold it for you. Know that that loving energy loves you back 1,000-fold. And no matter what's going on in your life, no matter where you are, no matter how dark it is, there's always the light waiting for you to reach out and grab it. It's yours to be had. It's your birthright. Reach out and grab it. Do what you need to do. Find a way. We've given you a couple of examples today, but keep repeating them. Don't just do it one day and expect instant results. It doesn't work that way. It took you many years to get to this point. It's going to take you a while. But I promise you, as you continue to move through your day with new pattern behavior in the higher realms, in the higher frequencies of love, joy, peace, and abundance, It will start to rewrite this code that this mind has made you think is who you really are, and what you really should be doing, and how you should be thinking and feeling. You will start to learn in the moment, how do I feel and think? What do I know to be true right now? Can I stay present in this moment? Can I get the message? Can I get the understanding right now? So, work on staying present, asking yourself what is going on in not only my system, in my mind, and my body. What's happening? What are the signals? What are they about? What are you telling me? Ask your body, what is the message? Why does my head hurt? What is the message? Don't just write it off. We are always getting messages. We are always sending you messages. You are always receiving the messages. It's just a matter of whether you want to hear them or not, and hear them with your inner knowing. So just start to be an anthropologist. Start to question and pay attention with an observatory mind, judgment-free. And come back for more. We would love to see you. We would love to feel your energy. This channel is for you. These messages are for you. It is our goal through our beloved Emily to share what it is you all need. And we hope this YouTube channel will evolve as you all open up more to your channel and your connection to the divine, so that we can then bring you even more. So we hope that this video was helpful, and we're going to turn it back over to Emily, and with love and light, we thank you. I think that was pretty good. I think this time I was sort of hoping that they would kind of keep it a little like layer by layer, because they can get a little deep. If you've seen any of my other videos, sometimes they're a little deep. I get a little worried that the message isn't clear, because sometimes it's too hard for the mind. The mind's still trying to understand, and the higher mind knows. Just so you know, the higher mind, your heart and soul, your higher mind knows the truth of the words and the vibration and the frequency. But your mind is constantly trying to, get data from the information. And a lot of times there's no data point, because it's not from the mind. It's not from the mind. And so hang with me, hang with them. My spirit team loves you. My spirit team loves me, and I can feel that, and that's what I'm here to express through these videos. And I just want to share them as best I can. So bear with me as a fellow human being on this journey with you, trying to figure out my setup, my dog, my burping, all the things, and my phone going off. Much love to you all. Love and light. I'll see you next time. Thank you.